Hey, happy Saturday. It actually is Saturday now. I just left the little thrift store. I came here because I had a whole bunch of stuff to drop off. I went through some stuff in my room this morning and I gathered up a bunch of stuff that I wanted to donate. It's just stuff that's just been sitting, and I thought, let's just take it on. And of course, when I go to donate things, I always have to go inside and shop. And I found some cool stuff today. I found a pair of Under Armour shorts. These were 50 cents for these little Under Armour shorts. They're fully lined. Oh, isn't that festive? Look at that lining. Wow, it says Under Armour in neon yellow. Isn't that cool? I have a drawer full of shorts. I'm wearing shorts like this right now. I have a drawer full of these shorts. I don't need these shorts, but they were 50 cents and they're cool and I like them. I don't care. I bought them. You know what else I found? I found a pair of leg warmers. See, there's this class I go to every now and then, and every now and then they do like an 80s. They'll pick a decade and they'll do a theme, and you're supposed to dress. It's a cardio class, and you're supposed to dress for that theme. And I usually end up picking either 70s or 80s. Because the 80s, there's plenty of workout stuff you could wear, but I always wished I had a pair of leg warmers. Well, I don't have any leg warmers, but I didn't want to go out and spend a bunch of money on, leg warmers for that. Like, I don't, you can buy them, but they're like $20 a pair, and I don't want to spend that. But I found a pair, they're listed as socks. I got them for $1. Leg warmers, so the next time we do a themed cardio class, I'll probably die. I'll probably end up taking them off, but, so I got those, and I got a book. It's called Gifts from a Jar. Soups, chilies, and more. And let's see, it's little recipes for making, these jars with the stuff in them. This was $1. And it even comes with this. Look, you get your raffia bits and fabric to go over the top of your jars. So I was thinking we could use this in a video. There's lovely, that plastic's lovely. I love that crinkle. And you have all kinds of soup mix recipes like hearty lentil and barley, creamy potato cheese soup, home-style chicken and rice soup mix. Look at these little tomatoes. They're like sliced tomatoes, and then we have a whole tomato too. So we could read little recipes in here. It's adorable, this little book. I like to find cookbooks to read recipes in. Oh, and this was my favorite thing. I spotted this as soon as I walked in and just went, oh, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but I had to buy this. Oh my God. This was $4. Look at this. It's plush. Oh, look at the colors. Oh my gosh. It is a lined jacket thingy from Doncaster. It has 3/4 length sleeves. It is glorious. It is incredibly soft. It fits me. I tried it on. It fits me. And everybody in the store was like, ooh, you got to get that. It fits me perfectly. Oh my God. You just want to pet it. It's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. I'm happy about it. Oh, and I got a hat. This is a deep purple velvet beret from Betmar. I've had some hats from them before. I think the Gossip Lady has worn a few. It's so cute. Oh my God. This was $1. This is $1. Look at the embellishments on it. The color is so pretty. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but again, I just thought it was really pretty. And then I bought this Talbot's dark brown jacket thingy. It's not really like a blazer. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is. This was $3, and I had been looking for something with this darker brown color. I have a blazer that's kind of like this, but I wanted something just a little bit darker than the brown blazer I have. So that was $3. Oh, you know what I just realized? It still has the tag on it. It was originally $109. Who the hell is paying $198 for that? It went on clearance for $99. You know what I paid for it? What did I pay for it? I'll show you what I paid for it. $3. $3. Yeah. It has tiny pockets on the front. Look at the tiny pockets. And I found a pair of dark brown dress pants, but they're capri length. They're very cute. These were half price, so these were only $1.50. So I could wear these to work. A lot of people at work wear stuff like this. I wasn't really sure if it would be okay, but I'm seeing other people wearing them, so I'm gonna wear them too. So normally when I buy stuff at the thrift store, a lot of it is for eBay. You know, I sell it on eBay. I gotta go to the big Walmart. You know, I went to the small mart last night and they didn't have any cupcakes. Well, they had some, but all they had were the ones that were in the refrigerated section that were kind of big. They were like $8, and I didn't want those. So I still owe my son at least one little cupcake. He likes the small ones, you know, because I ate his cupcake yesterday when I got home from work. I have no regrets. It was tasty. I'd do it again if I had the chance. I owe him. I did get his Sprite. They did have that. Let's see, which way would I go? This way. I got the cans of Sprite, but they didn't have the cupcakes, so I reckon I'll go get some cupcakes. I guess I'll go to Walmart to do it. So anyway, normally when I go in there, I kind of keep an eye out for things that I think I could sell on eBay, you know, make a buck or two. I've been selling on eBay since 1999. You know, back when not many people were doing it, you know, going to thrift stores and buying things to flip on eBay. I never thought of it as an ethical dilemma until I started the other YouTube channel, and I would show, you know, and I started out by, you know, giving selling tips to sell on eBay, and then showing some of the stuff I bought to sell, and I had people criticize me for it, and it kind of confused me at first. People criticized me for it by saying, you do realize those stores are for poor people. Like, they're for, you know, less fortunate people to buy clothes and things, and you should be ashamed of yourself for going in there and buying stuff that other people could be buying just so you can sell it and make a profit. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you need to stop. And it just kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that kind of, I never even thought about it that way. So my older son and I both enjoyed discussing ethical topics, you know, or philosophical stuff like this. Do you think it's wrong? Is it morally or ethically wrong for me or and there are a lot of questions you could have about it. Would it be wrong for me to buy things in thrift stores to sell on eBay? And there are a lot of questions that I think go along with that. Would it depend on why I was buying it? Would it depend on how much profit I made? Would it depend on what I did with that profit? How poor do I have to be in order for it to be okay? Is it like a sliding scale, like it's more or less okay, depending on how rich you are? I mean, well, first of all, I think I have never seen like Goodwill or the little thrift store as stores that only not rich people can shop in. Anybody can shop there. It is not set up just for poor people. It's not. I mean, anybody can go in there and shop, and the idea is, like, that's why I really tend to buy more in the little thrift store, because I like to support them. They're staffed totally by volunteers. They donate. They have a list of where all the money goes and how much they donate every year, the different charities and causes they give money to. I feel like it's just a better use of my money and my donations than like Goodwill. I am growing more and more disgusted with Goodwill every day. I know I rage shop in Goodwill. Like, y'all suck. Ooh, look at that. Because I keep finding stuff. Damn it. I keep going back, but I don't buy anywhere near as much in Goodwill as I used to. I really don't. Because they keep raising their prices and they're doing away with all the discounts. Like, yeah, screw y'all. I don't buy very much in there anymore. And I don't donate. I think I've about made the decision to just stop donating to them. There are plenty of other places around here I can make my donations to. The little thrift store gets first pick of all my stuff. But there's a lot of stuff they don't take, so I'm looking around trying to get that. There are several other places I could donate the other stuff, and I may just start taking it to the other places because I'm just fed up with Goodwill and their shit. Anyway, I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, retail, thrift stores are not just for poor people. It's, anybody can shop there. Here's how I look at it. First of all, I wonder how rich these people think I am. Like, how much money do you think I have, really? I mean, I'm a single mom raising 2 kids by myself. Do you know how much child support I get? $145 a month. And there is no other help at all, and there never has been. I've been doing this, and you judge me all you want to. There's more to that whole deal than you know, and I made the right call by getting a divorce. I'm on my own, and I have been on my own for years. And, as far as like anything these kids need, medical, school, dental, whatever they need, I have to provide it. So I don't have any help with them, really. I get $145 a month. That's total. That's not per child. That's not per week. That's total. And that's all I have. For years, I got $0. And then I got $50 a month for a while, and then it went to $145, and it's just stayed there. Anyway, being able to go into Goodwill and buy things and sell it on eBay and make a few dollars made a huge difference in my ability to get by. Especially when my kids were small and I had to pay for daycare and stuff. Do you have any idea how much daycare costs? And especially if you have 2 kids in there. It was more than my mortgage. It was horrible. But it put a lot of food on my table. It paid a lot of bills. Being able to sell on eBay and take that money and pay my bills. Am I better off financially now? Yes, I am. It's not like that now. And I don't sell anywhere near as much on eBay as I used to. That's another question. Does it matter how much you buy to sell on eBay? Or wherever you sell it? Online somewhere, whatever. You're selling it to make a profit. Does it matter how much you do that? Does it matter? I don't know. Like, how do you determine whether or not it's wrong? Like, morally wrong or ethically wrong or whatever. I don't feel like it is. Because look at it this way. The people on eBay, there are a lot of poor people shopping on eBay for stuff they can't afford to buy new. I buy a whole lot of stuff on eBay myself. Is that wrong? I mean, it could be if you think about it like that. Like, well, you could afford to buy it new. Yeah, but some stuff, I don't see the point in buying it new. I buy it used, and it's fine. I don't see the point in spending money on buying it new. Like, I bought my car used. Let somebody else take that hit on the depreciation. I got the car I wanted, and I got it a lot cheaper than if I'd bought it new. It was 3 years old when I bought it, and I'm going to drive it till the wheels fall off. I have no intentions of getting another car. It's 8 years old, and I'll keep driving it until I can't drive it anymore. My rule is drive it until it's more expensive to keep than it would be to, like, make payments on another car. If you're having to put tons of money into it, it may be time to look for another car. But even then, I'll buy another used one. I won't buy a new one. Could I afford a new one? Yeah. I mean, I could. I could do the math and get a new car, but why? What for? I mean, your insurance is going to go up. Your taxes are going to go up. Nah, I don't need that. This car gets a little cheaper to drive every year, and I love it. Anyway, so is it wrong to buy things on eBay if you can, if you are able to afford buying it elsewhere? Should you be ashamed of yourself because, hey, somebody less fortunate could have bought that and, they could have it, but you took it from them? I mean, where does it stop? Like, what if you go into, I don't know, TJ Maxx, and you find a purse in there and it's a really good deal. It's on clearance or whatever, and it's super cheap. Should you buy it? You can afford to go to, a department store and buy it new. Leave that there. I mean, where does it stop? Where does it stop? I guess I should just never buy anything anywhere except in an upscale shop for full price. By that logic, selling things on eBay. I sell them cheaper. Somebody is getting a deal on it. They're getting it cheaper than new. I make a little bit of money. The thrift store I bought it from, in theory, has money to donate. I feel like it's a win-win for everybody. I give money to the little thrift store. I sell it. I make $1 or $2. The person who buys it is happy to have it, at a deal. I don't feel like anybody loses in this scenario. But I still, every now and then, I had it happen recently. I did a show and tell of the stuff I bought at the little thrift store and a few things from Goodwill. And I talked a little bit about eBay and how, this I might sell on eBay. And I had a few people criticize me like, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not right. Those stores are not for people like you. I'm like, people like me. I mean, what is it that you think you know about me? How much money do you think I have? I am not rich. I'm not. I can pay my bills every month. Everything is good. I'm very grateful to have things the way I do, but I'm not a rich person. I'm not worried about being a rich person. But how poor do I have to be for you to be okay with me shopping there and selling stuff on eBay? That's what I'm trying to figure out, and I have yet to get an answer. All they do is double down and say, well, you shouldn't do it, and you know it's wrong. No, I don't know it's wrong. I think you're looking for problems where problems don't exist. I'm coming over here to this shopping center because I overheard somebody in the little thrift store saying the Christmas shop was closing, and I assumed he meant Christmas tree shops. And I said, oh no, is that right? So there's a Christmas tree shop, so I'm sneaking up on it. I'm snaking through the parking lot. Not driving right at all. I'm not following the lines a bit. I don't see any signs saying they're closing. No, I don't see a thing saying they're closing. Sorry, I thought while I was over here I would check this out. No, nothing. Oh no, I do. Holy shit, it's on the windows. Oh, they're closing. Why? I say this as I never shop there. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to go in there now. Crap. I love Christmas tree shops, especially around Christmas time. I guess their problem is most people I think a lot of people are like me and they don't think about it when it's not Christmas time. That's sad. How empty is it in there? I can't tell. That sucks. I gotta go in Christmas tree shops now. Shoot, I don't need anything in there. God, everybody and their mom is at the Christmas tree shop. I didn't know. Well, I'm glad I heard somebody say something. I'm going to part way down here. So my question for you to ponder is it wrong? Does your financial status change the rightness or wrongness of buying things in thrift stores and flipping them online? See, I never even thought about that. I mean, that's an interesting question. My son and I have talked it over in the past, and we both decided it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. I think we live in a time where, this is just my opinion, kind of like the human body, there is a theory, a hypothesis, or whatever you want to call it, that allergies have gotten much worse in people, just the general population, in the last 30 or 40 years. And the one of the hypotheses that I've heard is that we live in a much cleaner world than our ancestors did. Our ancestors lived, very dirty, muddy, unsanitary lives, and that's what our bodies evolved to, deal with. But now everything is so clean and sanitized that our bodies don't have as much to fight, so they're just attacking whatever just to have something to attack. They're attacking innocent things like, peanut whatever it is in peanuts that people react to, or, you know, whatever, shellfish, I don't know. It's attacking random things because it has nothing else to do, so it's inventing things to attack. I kind of think that has happened with people in the last, I don't know, 20 years or so. We've run out of problems, so we invent problems. There have been a lot of problems invented in the last few years, in my humble opinion. I'm not saying they're not problems, but they've been blown out of proportion, in my opinion. I think worrying about whether or not somebody buys stuff at Goodwill to sell on eBay, I just don't see that as a problem that I would, you know, that's not a hill I would die on. I wouldn't invest a whole lot of time in it. But I do like to mull over psychological and philosophical and ethical things. And no, I don't think it's wrong at all. I need to go over it with a lint roller. But isn't that pretty? It's so, ooh, I like it. It's so cute. It's adorable. I just love it. Now, I think it would be wrong. I think it would be dishonest to go buy stuff at thrift stores and try to sell it like it's new. Of course, you're going to get busted right away if you try to do that. Nobody's going to tolerate that. They'll kick you off of there for trying to do that. I wouldn't have a problem with anybody doing it. You know, I don't care. I wouldn't care if you were a billionaire. If you still enjoy going to thrift stores, and to me it's always kind of interesting, like, I wonder what I could sell that for. It's kind of interesting to me to buy stuff and you're like, hey, I paid $1 for this. Let's see if I can sell it for $5, $6. Wonder what I can get for it. You know, and two, all that money that you earn, you have to pay income taxes on that. I have to report that on my income every year. At the end of the year, usually in January, when I have all my statements from eBay for the whole calendar year, I have to sit down and deduct all of my expenses, and I have to pay income taxes on that money I earn. And that tax money goes to help people. Well, it's supposed to. A lot of it goes for stuff that I think is bullshit, but I don't get to determine where it goes. But that money goes to help people, so you could argue that it puts more tax dollars out there to help people. So indirectly, they can buy cheaper things on eBay, and my tax dollars, the number of tax dollars I have to pay goes up. So it does help people when you think about it. I don't know. I was just curious to hear your thoughts on it. I mean, maybe you think it is wrong. I don't know. I'm not going to stop. I mean, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit doing it. But it is kind of interesting to hear people's opinion on it. Yeah, it's nice to put a little bit of extra money in the bank, and you know, honestly, a lot of it just goes towards future purchases. But yeah, I don't know. I like doing it, and I like to stay in practice, you know, listing stuff, because occasionally they do change their listing procedure, and I like to stay up to date on it. So I keep doing it just to stay in practice, because I mean, my financial situation could fall apart tomorrow. I could develop, I don't know, some major medical problem and I'm not able to work anymore, or, you know, any number of things could happen. I could be in a wreck on the way home and be disabled the rest of my life. Anything could happen, and it would be nice to have some way to, you know, supplement that loss and have a little bit of money saved up to, you know, help me out. And that's just how I look at it. I like to keep a little bit of money in savings for emergencies, and it allows me to do that. So I don't know. That was just something I wasn't expecting people to have a problem with, but a shocking number of people have a problem with me buying stuff on eBay, or buying stuff in thrift stores to sell on eBay. And I just didn't expect that. I really never even thought that would be a thing people would say. But every time I post anything about buying stuff at thrift stores and selling it online, there are at least a few people that will scold me for it and say, you know, you really should be ashamed of yourself. It's disgusting that you take stuff away from people like that. I don't know. I just never looked at it that way. But anyway, I guess I'm going to go into Christmas tree shops before I go look for little cupcakes. That sucks, man. Christmas tree shops is going away. Boo! I wonder if they're closing all of them or just, like certain ones. Like, like Bed Bath & Beyond for a while, they just closed a few stores. And I think they're all pretty much shutting down at this point. I've never been a big fan of Bed Bath & Beyond. I always thought they were overpriced, personally. I never really found anything in there that I felt was worth what they were charging for it. So it wasn't a place I ever went to anyway. But I guess I better get out of here. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope your weekend is going great, and I'll see you again soon.